Hello everyone, once again welcome to our physics class. Hope you all are fine over there. In the previous session we had discussed about the formation of PN junction and also the working of PN junction diode. Today we will discuss some of the applications of this PN junction diode. So let's get started with today's session. So the first application of junction diode is rectifier. What do you mean by rectifier? Rectifier is a device which is used for converting alternating current or voltage into direct current or voltage. That means simply we can say rectifier is a device which converts AC current or voltage to DC. If we provide an AC voltage or current to it, we will get DC current and voltage as output. It converts bidirectional signal to unidirectional signal. A PN junction diode can be used as a half wave as well as full wave rectifier. So there are two types of rectifiers, half wave and full wave. And what is the principle of working of a rectifier? The resistance of a PN junction diode becomes low when forward biased. It's true, isn't it? In the previous session we had seen that whenever the PN junction diode is forward biased, more current flows through the diode. When more current flows through the diode, its resistance will be less. So the resistance of PN junction diode becomes low when forward biased and becomes high when it is reverse biased. Because when the diode is reverse biased, negligible current flows through it. Hence resistance becomes high. This is the principle of the working of rectifier. So let's discuss about the working of half wave rectifier first. This is the circuit diagram of a half wave rectifier. On the screen you can see there is a transformer. This is the primary or input end of the transformer, and this is the secondary coil and where we receive the output. Output is obtained through the load resistance RL, and diode is connected here. Okay, diode is connected here. This is the PN junction diode, and this blue side represents, this arrow side represents the positive of the diode, and this black line represents the negative of the PN junction diode. And here at the primary coil, that means at the input end, input signal, that means input AC current or voltage is provided. Okay, and we need to check whether this AC voltage or current is converted to DC. We know that the AC voltage or current consists of a positive cycle like this and a negative cycle like this, isn't it? AC current and voltage can be represented like this. This is the positive half cycle of AC and this is the negative half cycle of AC. Now, during positive half cycle, that means during the first positive half cycle of AC, the point A is positive with respect to B. Here point A is positive with respect to B. So here positive voltage or positive of the diode is connected to the positive A, isn't it? Because for the diode this is positive, this is negative. Okay, so during positive half cycle, point A is positive with respect to B. So positive of the input voltage goes to the positive of the diode. That means the diode is forward biased. And whenever the diode is forward biased, diode will conduct current. And that current is represented like this, or voltage is represented like this. Okay, so during positive half cycle of AC, there will be a positive output, or there will be an output at the load resistance RL, and that is represented by this peak. Now, after positive half cycle comes the negative half cycle, isn't it? And during negative half cycle, the point A will be negative with respect to B. So let's check that. During negative half cycle, point A will be negative with respect to B. So this here negative of the AC voltage goes to the positive of the diode. and that means the diode is reverse biased now. And whenever the diode is reverse biased, negligible current flows through the diode. That means approximately no current flows through the diode. So during negative half cycle of AC, see, there won't be any output. It will be blank. Now after negative half cycle comes the positive half cycle. During positive half cycle, what happens? The point A will be positive with respect to B. Then positive voltage is connected to the positive of the diode now. Diode is forward biased and it conducts current. So corresponding to the positive half cycle, there will be an output at the load resistance RL, which is represented by this peak. Again, after positive half cycle comes the negative half cycle, during which the point A will be negative, diode is reverse biased and no current flows through it. So that is represented like this, blank. Okay, so in the case of half wave rectifier, output voltage will be there only during the positive half cycles of AC. During negative half cycles of AC, the output voltage is not obtained. Okay, and the frequency of input and output is same during frequency of input and output is same in a half wave rectifier. Okay, frequency of input and output is same in a half wave rectifier. Next, let's discuss about full wave rectifier. So this is the circuit diagram for a full wave rectifier. Again, we can see a transformer here, and this is the input end of the transformer where we supply our input AC voltage or current, and this is the secondary coil of the transformer, and here two diodes are connected. Can you see? Two diodes are connected. Instead of one diode, two diodes are connected, and output is obtained through the same load resistance RL. Okay, so what is the difference between full wave and half wave rectifier? In half wave rectifier only one diode is connected, but in full wave rectifier two diodes are connected at the output end. Okay, now again let's consider the working as before. First, consider the positive half cycle of AC. During positive half cycle of AC, A is positive with respect to B. So positive voltage is supplied to the positive of the diode. So A will be forward biased, but at the same time B is negative during positive half cycle. So negative of the voltage is connected to the positive of the diode. So B is reverse biased. So diode 2. Diode 2 is reverse biased and diode 1 is forward biased. So diode 1 will conduct current as it is forward biased. At the same time, diode 2 will not conduct any current as it is reverse biased. So there will be an output corresponding to the diode D1. Okay, now there will be an output corresponding to the diode D1. Now consider the negative half cycle of AC. During the negative half cycle of AC, what happens? During negative half cycle of AC, A will be negative with respect to B. So the point A will be negative and point B will be positive. So here negative voltage is going to the positive of the diode. So D1 is reverse biased. But at the same time, when you look at the diode D2, positive voltage goes to positive of the diode D2. So D2 is forward biased. So now in the negative half cycle, D1 is reverse biased and does not conduct current. At the same time, D2 is forward biased and conducts current. Okay, so again there will be an output during the positive half cycle, during the negative half cycle of AC, and that output is produced by the diode D2. Now after negative half cycle comes the positive half cycle, and during the positive half cycle again D1 will be forward biased and conducts current. So there will be an output due to diode D1. And after positive half cycle comes the negative half cycle, and during which diode D2 will be forward biased and conducts current. So there will be an output corresponding to the diode D2. Okay, so what is the advantage in a full wave rectifier? During all half cycles of AC, output is produced. But in the half wave rectifier, output was observed only during the positive half cycles of AC. But here, in the case of full wave rectifier, output voltage is obtained for all the half cycles of AC, irrespective of positive or negative. Hence, here, frequency of output is equal to 2 times frequency of input. Okay, frequency of output is equal to 2 times frequency of input. In one cycle of input, if we have in one cycle of input, we have 2 waves for output. Okay, in one cycle of input, we have 2 waves for output. That means efficiency is more than the half wave rectifier. So which is more efficient, full wave or half wave? Full wave rectifier is more efficient than the half wave rectifier. Frequency of output is equal to 2 times frequency of input for a full wave rectifier. But for a half wave rectifier, frequency of output is equal to frequency of input. Now, there is a problem in half wave rectification. What is the output frequency? If the input frequency is 50 Hz, what is the output frequency of full wave rectifier for the same input frequency? See, just now we had studied for a half wave rectifier, output frequency will be equal to input frequency, and for a full wave rectifier, output frequency will be equal to 2 times input frequency, isn't it? For a half wave rectifier, output frequency is equal to input frequency, that is equal to 50 Hz. And for a full wave rectifier, output frequency is equal to 2 times input frequency, that is 2 into 50, that is equal to 100 Hz. Okay. So with this, I am concluding my session. Notes of the topic and YouTube video have been uploaded. Just go through it. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care all of you. Stay home, stay safe. Keep learning.